Hi there, I'm Coral.
Hello, and I'm Lindsay.
And we're here today to answer the internet's most asked questions about home lifts. So, completely unscripted, we have absolutely no clue what the questions are in advance. So, are you ready for it?
Oh, I think so, Coral.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, question 1.
What is the difference between a home lift and a home elevator?
Ooh.
There's your answer.
Oh. So to me, from a sort of lift and elevator sort of kind of background, an elevator to me is something that has like a purpose-built shaft.
Yeah.
That is sort of recessed into the floor, that has a separate control room where you control the lift and everything. Kind of like, I think of an elevator as like a passenger lift.
Yeah, that you'd get in supermarkets or like shopping malls and things. Yeah.
And a home lift to me is basically a smaller scale elevator.
Yes.
But without all of the
like
huge like workings, like separate space. So basically a home elevator a home lift takes up less space than like a larger sort of style lift. All of the sort of drive mechanisms on a home lift are contained on the lift, so you don't need something like a separate control room and what have you.
And it's just like guides, isn't it, that it uses? Guides on the wall, or guides at the side that just takes you through an aperture, which is like a hole in the ceiling. So it's not like a shaft.
Yeah.
Like
it's
an elevator
sort of
has.
Kind of freestanding, but
Yeah.
it is supported within the sort of hole and the structure within the floor. So I hope that's answered that question. That's quite
hopefully. It is. Crikey.
Okay, next question. Oh, this is a bit subjective. Which is the best home lift in the UK?
Are we allowed to answer this?
Oh yeah, well, this
okay.
is according to us. So there aren't that many lift manufacturers sort of thing in the country.
No.
I'd say probably the one that people might be more familiar with is the Stealth lift.
Yeah.
Which is a lift that we do sell. That is quite aesthetically pleasing. It's quite got quite a nice look to it.
It looks nice.
Yeah, you can get those. And I guess the Wessex range of lifts as well for the home lifts, they are quite good as well. Again, sort of, I mean, Wessex has been around for a very long time.
We've worked with them for ages.
Yeah. So yeah, those are probably the best 2 home lifts on the market. I would personally say for reliability, those manufacturers would be our go-to.
Yes.
We have used the Wessex lift, as you said, for a
many
long
years.
time. We've used Stilts for quite a while as well. Pretty reliable models, quite versatile. You can get different platform sizes, different sizes of lifts. So yeah, that would be our go-to anyway.
Well done, Coral.
Thanks very much. Obviously, we're slightly biased. But anyway.
Yeah.
What have we got here then?
Which type of lift is best for a home?
Ooh. It depends.
Depends on the needs. If carers going in with you, how much space you have in your home, because you have to think about it. It's not something because there's no shaft and we're not adding a little bit extra on. You're using your house. You need to think about room where you might think, I want it to go in the utility room, or where's it coming through? Are there any joists in the way? All these sorts of things. That would help then recognise what lift would be most suitable.
Because if you're a wheelchair user,
absolutely,
you need a lift that's big enough
for
to
your
be able
wheelchair.
to take a wheelchair.
So if you're looking further into it, make sure that people ask you that question. Is this the wheelchair you're going to be using in your home? It might be the fact that that's just the wheelchair you've got currently and you've got one on order. So the size of your wheelchair is really important. And if you're having a carer in there with you, I think some lifts now do take 2 people.
So they are you can get bigger sort of car sizes that will take a carer and somebody in a wheelchair as well. To a combined, so every lift has a weight capacity, so they're all, obviously it would be the combined weight of
including the wheelchair.
2 people in the wheelchair would be on it.
We can also have put seats in, so you don't have to be in the wheelchair. Those of the you know, they don't need to be. There is a seat,
and you can just do 2 people in the lift, so a couple wanting to sort of go up to bed on a night time, you can both go in the lift together. So yeah, there's a lot of different types of lifts, and it depends on what your sort of circumstances are,
and
as
space
to which
available,
available as to what you'd need. So if you're not likely to become a wheelchair user, for example, it might be that you just go to, like, for argument's sake, the dual stilts dual lift, because you can fit 2 people in there and just go up and down. Up and downstairs.
Or it might be the fact that you want a through car, so you go in one way and you come up, then you go out the other. So basically, we advise a survey to be carried out, really, so we can then establish what lift is most suitable for you in your home.
Absolutely, great.
There you go.
Great
Give
answer.
us a ring.
Great answer. Okay, next question. Ooh, what is the advantage of a lift?
Oh gosh, loads of advantages. Keeps you in your home.
Yes, don't have to move house.
Don't have to move house. Again, if you've got the space, you're not having to pay for an extension, not having to sleep downstairs, you're still being able to get upstairs. So some people may have thought in the past, because we can't use the stairs, let's build a wet room downstairs. We'll need a bedroom downstairs, and this person then just lives downstairs and not have the you know, they're not using it. Which is not.
You're effectively turning your house into a bungalow by doing that, obviously. So
that's an advantage. Getting upstairs to your own bed. Again, the reasons why we would put a home lift in as opposed to, say, a stair lift, it could be, like you say, like weight limit, wheelchair transfer,
or even a future-proof.
I was just about to say that. Think about your mobility, how either you're going to deteriorate, or it could be the fact it's for a child, they want to grow. With the lift, it's about future-proofing, definitely.
And I mean, we've had sort of friends ask us about lifts for the future, thinking about how they're going to remodel their house and what have you, or build a house, or even, and they're asking us about, you know, what sort of space would it take up? What would I need to do? How easy is it to get a lift installed? Those sorts of questions. So people are sort of looking at that, and it may be, you know, they were sort of when they were talking to us, they were saying, we don't really want a stair lift on our stairs. Some people don't like the look of a stair lift on their stairs. They're just point blankly will not have one. So that's a good sort of alternative. You can tuck it away. You can have it in the stairwell in pride of place if you've got a nice, lovely sort of open stairwell in the middle, or you can have it in a room somewhere else.
Hide it upstairs.
Other advantages. Oh, you can use it to carry stuff up and downstairs. Suitcases. That kind of thing. Vacuum cleaners. Washing. So a lot of different advantages you can have with that. Good questions today. Good questions. Well, I think that's enough for this video.
Yes, thank
so
you.
Do join us on the next one where we'll answer more of your questions. We'll see you then. Don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.